Well, it's that time again. Outer Points Productions is about to go live with another Knockout Challenge match. Join me, Little Cheddar, and my guest live at the Varsity Club in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, as we will be delivering some of the best mediocre commentary in the business. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the match, and don't forget to jump in the chat and say hello. Please take the time to subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit that like button, and share it with all your friends. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you right after this word from our fabulous sponsors.
Dumper Dan's charter fishing fleet in the Port of Sheboygan is Wisconsin's proven charter fishing leader, running the most trips and catching the most fish. Enjoy great fishing for trout and salmon aboard one of our 6 fully equipped modern charter boats with experience and professional crews. See why Dumper Dan's is the most popular name in the industry. We offer fishing and lodging packages featuring the best in riverfront condos and hotel accommodations. Half or 3/4 day trips available, so call to make your reservations today or log on to dumperdan.com. Dumper Dan's charter fishing fleet, Wisconsin's proven charter fishing leader.
Welcome, everyone, to the Knockout Challenge Studios, located inside of the Varsity Club in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in this afternoon or evening or morning, wherever you're tuning in from or whatever time you're tuning in.
Right.
I'm Dale Little Cheddar Lorenz, and that gentleman right over there sitting back in his reclining chair is Mr. Chris Green. Can't get out.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the stream. In for another good match tonight.
Oh, this is going to be a fun one. We've had 2 out of the 3 matches so far in. Let me back up just a little bit. We are in the midst of the very first Ultimate KO Challenge, which is UPL 8-ball. Right? We've got a time clock. We've got a match clock. We've got a shot clock. All kinds of clocks, and none of them have worked to perfection yet. Yep. So we are expecting exactly the same tonight. But 2 out of the 3 matches so far have gone to a shootout, which is pretty exciting. And there has yet to be a blowout in any of these matches yet. So that's, I don't know.
Pretty
I like
cool.
it.
Yeah, they've been pretty close matches so far, all of them.
Yeah, if we can get them to stay that way, it's going to be pretty exciting. So, without further ado, we're going to get that clock and scoreboard and everything updated as soon as the players lag. But before we do that, I want to go over some rules as to how this is all played. All right?
Rule your rules.
We started out with a 32-player field, single elimination. It was a $265 entry. That's not on there. Again, it is UPL 8-ball rules, alternate breaks, best 2 out of 3 sets. We are going to explain that as the match goes on. This is going to be an even race this evening. 30-minute match clock. Actually, yeah, 30-minute match clock. 30-second shot clock. One extension per rack. All ball fouls, not just cue ball. 5 minutes added to the match clock per spotted game. That's not going to happen tonight, so we don't have to worry about it. Man, we got to get Dan to stop shooting out there.
Right.
1 game spot per 50 points in Fargo difference. All right, so the reason why I say that is tonight's match, Koui Syviengchan is a 488 Fargo, and Dumper Dan Welsch, is a 527 Fargo, which is a grand total of 39 points. No spot. Also, no jump cues. Cool. All right. I'm going to go out and leave you in the very incapable hands. I mean, capable. Sorry.
Incapable. You're correct.
What? And we're going to get the players to lag, and let's have some fun.
Yes.
Let's do another shootout.
shootout. Evening, Al. Hello, Joe Funk. All right. Who gets to break first? Yeah, the 8-ball gets put on the spot, not the head ball. So Dale's showing them like to put the 8 out, get the rack up where you can see the spot, and then drop in the 8. On the back bench, as you can't see at the moment, but we do have a picture for the diagram for which way the balls have to be racked. The balls have to be racked in a specific pattern every time. Hello, Pete Bestra. Welcome. Dale's going over a couple other rules and chatting with the boys. Me, I'm just sitting back here in my nice comfy chair and relaxing, getting ready to run the time clock. Something we fixed from yesterday is we actually have the clock that I am running off the iPad for the players is also the same scoreboard that you guys see in the view right now. So you'll be able to see and know real time, same as the players. Hello, par 317. All right, Dale's on his way. Done explaining some rules. Yeah, hopefully you're all liking and sharing. Have your friends tune in, have them like and share. All right, I think we're done going over some rules and questions that the players had and other miscellaneous things. Yeah, another thing is let's say whoever the first person is that breaks and they scratch, you have to shoot out of the kitchen, but you can shoot a ball that's in the kitchen. if somebody breaks and like throws the ball off the table, then the player gets ball in hand anywhere on the table. All right, Dan's going to break. So we'll get this party started. Welcome back, my little friend.
Say hello to my little friend.
Hello. Get him, Fred. Yell at him for us. Hey, every time you tune in, you should just like and share right away.
Yes.
Make it a habit. Likey,
Is somebody
likey,
not
sherry,
liking
sherry.
and sharing? All right. So I'm sure Chris Green has let everybody know that we sat here last night for actually not too long.
About an hour.
Yeah,
Hour
after
and
the
a half.
match, and just kind of brainstormed whatever. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, wait a second. I have an idea. Let's try this. And here we are. We've got a match clock that, here, take a look. You look on the wall there. It's exactly the same as what you are going to see. You see the, well, actually, it's not exactly the same.
No, I'm hoping it updates when I hit the start all.
Me too.
Or I'll be going to the table really, really quickly.
So as soon as Dan hits that cue ball, Chris is going to hit the start all button that you see in the upper right-hand corner. And it did not.
Ruh-roh.
Hang on. Don't stop it. Hit the stop.
And right away, we have the wonderful gremlins giving us some technical difficulties. Why isn't the TV cooperating?
Why is this working and it's not out there?
I don't know. There we go.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll give them a second or two and then I'll restart everything.
All right, always loads of
Ooh,
fun.
Ouch. We threw him out of his rhythm by making him hang on a second.
We can't let this go down to, because it's going to beep out there. They have a buzzer now. So it's one of those things, obviously, you're not going to be able to see here at the Varsity Club, but there is now a buzzer on the TV as well. So if they do get to that point where they foul or close to a foul, they're going to let them know. Ooh, that is a foul. So we'd have to take a look. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna go out and check every single rack. I just don't have time. But that pattern can be flipped. It does not have to be in with the, the stripe on the left-hand side of the second row and so on and so forth. It can be mirrored.
Yep.
Wow, nice shot.
Very nice shot.
So again, this is an even race. So, that one's not going to go in. Nobody gets a game because it's only a 39-point spread in Fargo. So, whoever ends up ahead at the end of the match clock is obviously going to win the set. If one player wins the first two sets, then the match is over.
Yep.
Pretty simple. So Dave said he had 3 stripes in one corner. All right, we'll keep an eye on it.
Ooh, the Vincent pocket bites him.
Yeah, that was kind of a jabby kind of stroke there.
Yep.
Man, I'll tell you, if this clock keeps working the entire night, I'm going to be a happy camper.
We're going to celebrate with shots.
No doubt. I can actually move the cameras, do whatever I need to do, like we used to do. And Chris gets to operate the iPad.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, he'll be fine.
Ooh.
Whoopsie.
First game jitters.
Yeah. Ooh, not an easy thing for Dumper Dan, though.
Yeah, and he's blocked. He can't even shoot a safe at the 4 ball. So this is tough. Wow.
Nice shot.
Holy cow. He got a lot of schmutz on that too.
Yes, he did. That was nice.
That was impressive. And
then he jumps up on the shot and does that.
Yeah. That's usually what happens. So one thing that Chris and I were talking about last night is we have, my goodness, Andy's going to scratch. Oh, don't do that. I got to warn him about that.
Yeah, first game jitters, a little bit of back and forth. All right.
All right, we'll see how Koui does in the racking. So if you're not familiar with what Chris is doing on the iPad, as soon as the winning ball is pocketed, the match clock stops. Everything stops. So the players have the ability to rack. Then, as soon as the cue ball is struck, Chris hits the start all button.
Yep.
That starts the
clocks all over again.
match clock and shot clock. What we've been trying to do is add an extra 15 seconds to the shot clock itself, because they have the ability to go back, get their playing cue.
Yep, so like here you'll see me reset it at the 15-second mark for 45 seconds for a shot for the player. Kind of like that we got the scoreboard on the stream now too, because now I can kind of watch the screen and the match at the same time and not have to focus so much on the iPad.
It does make a huge difference.
I'm glad we figured that out. That's kind of a nice little thing.
It is a huge difference from last night's match to what Chris and I have to do today.
Oh my God!
This is much more relaxing for both of us. Yes, Tom Lemire. That's why I went out there to let Koui know not to do that again, because touching any ball before it actually goes in a pocket is a loss of game. Or wait. Yeah, it is a loss of game. You have to let every ball come to rest on its own, whether it's a scratch or wherever.
Yep. Yes, we do, Patrick. Not as bad as yesterday. Like I said, tonight's a little more relaxing. Dale can concentrate on the stream things, changing some camera views. Watch the chat a little bit better for both of us. Because yesterday I was trying to run the iPad. He was trying to run a scoreboard and do his own clock and try and stay in sync within a second or two of each other. And oh my God, what a stressful nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
We're both like, yep, we quit. This was a bad idea. Here you go, everybody. Here's your refund.
Yeah, thanks for playing.
We changed our minds. This is way too much like work.
Michael Parker, how the heck are you? So glad to hear that you're back at home.
We tried to get that 12 again.
Anthony Sadler, did you answer Anthony's question about using the template rack?
No.
Okay. That's a good question.
Yeah, there's no soul play in this format. Unless you want to give up a lot of ball in hands. Come on, reset. Thank you.
No template racks, Anthony. It's way too difficult. I'd have to put like 3 different marks on the table. You know, get the template rack in place.
Yeah, and then make new marks on it.
And then make new marks on the cloth and everything else. It's just not, no. Regular rack only.
Good to hear, Michael.
That was very close to.
Yep. As long as they're down stroking when they hit the 0, we'll let them get away with it.
No,
but
the cue ball has to be struck.
oh, does it?
Yep. And the cool thing about what we have going on now is we can go back and look at the instant replay and the time clock when the cue ball was struck. It's just like the NBA.
Yep.
You know, when that ball is released from their hand, it's the same thing. The cue ball has to be struck before the clock hits 0.
Yeah, it would be much harder to get the template off with the shot clock.
So, if you notice what just happened, he missed the 3, the 8 came across the table, and made the 4 in the side. That actually counts. It's just, it's like 9 ball.
Yep.
All right, 1-1. It's pretty.
Right?
It's so pretty.
It's working out well.
All right, let's see how Dan does on the racking
Racking.
portion of this.
Yeah, full slop counts. The only thing you have to call is the 8 ball.
What's going on, Maya Hookstra?
Well, the viewers can hear the buzzer too, huh? Nice.
Wait a second.
That's awesome.
You guys can hear the buzzer at home, too?
That is pretty cool.
Give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear the buzzer when it... Mark Bell just said yes.
That's cool.
I'm even more excited. Yay.
We're looking more professional by the second.
Holy cow.
Look at us go.
That just gets me all hot and bothered.
Yep, everybody's saying yes, they can hear the buzzer.
Nice. Sweet pickle slices. All right, Dumper Dan pocketing, looks like a striped. It is, of course, open after the break.
Yep.
Hitting things just a little too hard. tried getting that 9 out of there.
Yes, he did.
Not successfully. So he looks like he's going to try and play the bank on the 9 instead. I don't know if he can get past that 2 to make that happen. Oh, it ended up being long. So it did go past there. Both these guys seem to be rushing just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. I think they'll settle down as it goes on.
There's some kind of pokey, jabby strokes going on right now.
Sweet pickle slices. No.
Oh, Fred. Dan electing to shoot this 1 ball instead, which I think is a good idea. Because now he just cleared that 14 out of there, and all of his balls are out in the open now.
Yep. Hardest ball is the 4.
Adam G., have you been drinking again today? All right, half the match is done. I like this angle on the 4 because it's going to make it a lot harder for Dan to get behind the 8 ball to play the 5 in the side.
Yep.
He can just kind of float forward and should fall right into place. Just concentrate on... Boy, he hit that. Not good. Look at what he left Koui, though. 0.
Yeah, got a little lucky and hooked him on that 9 ball, so jacked up over the 8 and have to try and cut that 10 ball or play the combo. Either one is kind of ugly. Nice try.
Yeah, and a good result, too, for Koui. He did leave Dan with a shot, but not an easy one, especially after just missing a pretty easy 4 ball.
Yep. Nice shot.
Good shot. Now, I don't know if he can avoid hitting this 14 ball if he plays the 4 in the side.
Yeah, to go up and down. Maybe put a hair bit outside on it
Oh
to
boy,
spin
this
around.
is gonna. Oh my, that's
Oh,
pretty fortunate.
That's not the worst though.
He doesn't run into that 14 ball. He's all right. He has taken his extension. As you can tell, now we're at 49 seconds. Oh, that's such a beautiful thing, isn't it?
It is. It's nice that it's working for.
Keep your fingers crossed, everyone. Let's hope it stays like this. Good shot. Really good shot. Now, what's even more fun is we can go back to doing... Holy cow, what happened to these guys?
Some sponsor spotlights.
The guys are hanging a little bit low in the sponsor spotlight area. Let me see if we can't fix that real quick. Yeah, let's just leave them there.
Dennis S. Seems like a lot of screwing around. But I should try it before I judge it. What are we talking about? I must have missed something.
Yeah, what exactly are you doing, Dennis? Actually, I don't think I want to know.
All right. Try break.
All right, let's talk about Bobby Jill Coons, because she is the owner of the Home Sweet Home Real Estate Company in Waupun, Wisconsin. She's got many years of experience in residential, land, farm, and commercial real estate. For exceptional service, give Bobby Joe a call at 920-345-1055. And as always, Bobby Joe, thank you very much for your support.
Got to get that 6-ball out.
I was talking with two different players today that they've been watching the stream for the last 3 matches. And both of them overwhelmingly believe that the UPL, with the shot clock, match clock, and everything, is literally going to change the face of pool. And I hope so.
Yep.
Because we've taken some matches that could have easily been 5-6 hours long.
Down to
last night.
2.5 to 3 hours.
Last night was just
Over
over 2.5
hours. Yep. Oh, no, that's the time we got out of here. Yeah, just over 2.5
so
hours.
It was 2.5 hours plus. We had 2 5-minute breaks and a shootout.
Yep.
So it makes a huge difference. And I think we played 19 games last night, if I remember correctly. So the shot clock, the match clock, everything, it's just good for pool. And it's good for streamers.
Yeah, they say it's huge in the Midwest. So we'll see if they're over on the West Coast. We'll see if it catches on here.
Kai Overtel, bless your heart. Happy birthday, you schmuck.
Oh, happy birthday.
All right, Dan has to find a window off of this 5-ball to give himself an angle on the 3
to break out
the 6. This is not fun. But it is possible.
Fun for us.
It is very fun for us.
He's
elects to play safe.
I like it.
Yeah, I don't know if I do, just for the fact that what did he really accomplish by doing that?
Well, he's going to force him to break out his 6-ball sooner or later. The question is, will he get a leave on the 13 off of it? Oh, now he lost his 3-ball. But now I don't think the combo goes either.
No.
So now he's got to use the 9-ball to drop the 14. And I don't think that's going.
Yeah, now, if I was Dan, I think I would play safe on the 3.
Yep.
I'd give it a nudge.
I'd rather put the 5 down there.
Hello to everyone in the chat except Roger.
Right. A little bit of cat and mouse going on.
There's no mice at the varsity club. There's a couple of snakes.
Right.
A couple of sharks. A couple of jackasses.
That would be me.
Well, me too. That was close.
Yes, it was.
I noticed Koui is not looking at the shot clock at all. Did he hit that in time? I don't think he
Nope.
did.
Good evening, Roger.
I should have jumped up out of my chair a little bit faster because now that the next ball or the next shot was already played, it can't really do much,
Right.
You know. And Dan actually said too. He's like, "Man, it was really close." So, play on. Ooh.
He was
This-
hoping to drop that
Yeah,
six.
and this is huge too because if Dan can kick in the 3-6 combo, and that three
and
stays
control it
there,
and keep the 3. Yep. Makes it easy for him to get on that 8 ball.
and
Uh-oh.
oh no, I think he got it just enough. It's close. This is huge because if he can pocket this 3 ball and get out, it makes it really difficult for Koui in 5 minutes, because there will be 5 minutes left to win the next 2 games, and he has to.
Yep.
Yep,
Nice shot.
that's huge. That is a huge miss.
Take the score, Dan. Tuck it in. Confirm.
It's a beautiful thing.
It is awesome.
So Chris and I were sitting here, and I'd mentioned to him last night there's a web controller input that I can actually use, because I did that for Stroke Zone. And for whatever reason, we used it for the exhibition match, but then something wasn't working, or it wasn't visible to the players because we didn't have the TV up yet and everything else. But anyway, long story. It's like, Chris, I'm going to try this. It was a happy dance.
Yes, it was last
Happy
night.
dance.
I went home and had a scoop of ice cream. To
Cake for
celebrate.
everyone.
That's right. All right, here Dan needs to pocket a ball, and if he does that successfully, then it's like take your time and start milking out the clock.
How you doing, Raymond Jacobs?
Use up as much time as possible.
This is an interesting game. There's no doubt about it. Ooh, there's balls flying everywhere. It's like a Saturday night at a college dormitory. Sorry, my bad. Raymond Jacobs, if you've never seen it before, this is it's the very first Ultimate KO Challenge. This is out of the norm of my normal. Then again, I don't know if there's anything
Is
that
there
I've done
anything
is
normal?
There's
On the
nothing that I've
stream?
done that's been normal.
Except being abnormal.
Right. So the UPL 8-ball is very new to Wisconsin. And, man, he hit that so hard.
Yep. Dustin, if the match runs out and the clock runs out and the players are tied, it stays as a tie and we go on to the next set. Because it's the best 2 out of 3 sets.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I really have to get going too is have that on the scoreboard or on the screen somewhere. Although it is, I do say it in the beginning of the stream that it is the best 2 out of 3 sets, but maybe it would be easier to have a secondary. I don't want to do another scoreboard right next to a scoreboard.
Right.
Oh, man.
Oh,
that's
that's
a
unfortunate.
bad roll. Well, and what I don't understand is Dan is not trying to burn the time off the clock. You know? He should be just taking his time.
Yes, I think the players are feeling a little more pressure and, but they're both skilled enough that I think they should settle down after at least a couple of racks and realize that, hey, I've got plenty of time in 30 seconds to shoot my shot, look at my next option or two. They're playing even up, so it's not like somebody's trying to, win 1 or 2 games before the games even start to count. Like last
Look
night.
at this roll.
Jason was winning at 0. If he could run the time clock out and kept Tim at a minus, he wins the match because he's at 0 and Tim is at minus. So yeah, there's definitely a new pressure with
So the creators and the CEO and the heads of the UPL in the UK, we've got Simon Webb, Jeremy Hundley, Nate Kane, all of those guys. Jamie Clark is part of the US fortress, if you will. And one thing that I have noticed in all the chats and everything that's been happening with the UPL is the lower Fargo rated players have been playing better because they're not taking so much time and thinking themselves into a frazzle. Now, what it also has been happening is the higher rated Fargo players are feeling a little bit more pressure that they have to perform, and it's not just a gimme against these guys anymore.
Yep.
Which promotes the UPL league because it's a 5-person team. The 5-person team must consist of one player that's under 450 Fargo. Only 2 players can be above 600, and of one of those, only one can be above 700. The other 2 have to be somewhere between 450 and 599, somewhere around there. So you can mix and match. Actually, if you wanted to, you could have one player that's below 450 and 4 players at 580 if you wanted to.
Yep.
But it really promotes team play, and that's my favorite part of it is the team play aspect. Is they're really trying to help each other out. If not, the entire team fails. So this year in November in North Carolina, just so you're aware, first place for the teams is a 5-person team is $100,000. So each team member is going to get 20 grand. That's what was allocated for the very first. So it's only going to get better.
Oh, nice cut. He's trying to catch up. Yep.
And that's actually probably going to
kill it.
Yeah. So Dan will pull the cue ball out, and then Chris will restart the clock. So at this point, it doesn't matter. He just let it burn out.
Just let it run out. Because he has more time than there is match time.
So Raymond, Mike Masevich actually, he
Complete.
So I think we can actually hit restart. Restart the match.
That's what I was hoping for. Yeah, tell him to take 5 minutes.
Take 5 if you want to. 2 sun drops.
So he stays, well, they both stay at 0 now, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Chris is all excited. So am I. I to see the shot clock actually working now, and the players again. Let me show you. So now the players see exactly what you are seeing, or I'm sorry, you're seeing exactly what the players are seeing in real time. Where last night Chris and I had to figure out or to try to get them to sync up. Did not work very well, obviously. But it worked well enough for one match. But as long as this continues to seamlessly work, we're not changing a thing.
Yep. No, right now there are no beeps for the 5 or 10 second warning. So it's up to the players to kind of watch the clock. I mean, at 10 seconds, it starts flashing red. So if that big TV doesn't catch your eye, unless your back is to the screen, you are concentrating way too hard.
No doubt. No doubt.
But so, yeah, it flashes red on the big TV also. So, like I say, unless the player has their back against the TV, they should see that. All of a sudden, it's like there's this flashing out of the corner of your eye in red, like it does on the screen on the scoreboard. So
well, and you should be watching the clock anyway. If you watch any of the UPL, Boston just got done a month and a half ago. Kansas City just got done last weekend. Any of the pros, any of the pro matches actually or tournaments all over the world they have a shot clock. So you can visibly see them looking around the room.
They're looking at that clock to see how much time they have. I mean, yeah, some of the pro matches get the beeps at the 5 seconds, but yeah, we got no beeps. The only beep you get is when your time is up.
Yeah, and here's the reason for that. Actually, one of the things, if there was league going on here tonight or something like that, imagine this for a second if you would.
You're playing league.
We've got league, and say you've got 12 teams that are playing. So there's 6 tablets laying on all the tables. and they're beeping constantly. If they get down to 10 seconds or if they get down to 5 seconds and they're beeping, everybody's going to be looking around the room. Okay, was that mine? Was that
whose my time up? Is it somebody else's time up?
Right. So it makes sense why they don't use that for league, or they ask some of them have to get turned off. Here it's a different story because, as I had just shown everybody, you can look at what there's not a whole lot going on by the stream table right now. So it's more visible for the players to see, and guaranteed, if you heard it at home, they definitely heard it here.
Yep.
Does that make any sense at all? Because it's that loud. So if you're in Milwaukee, you can actually hear the buzzer right here in Oshkosh. That's pretty impressive.
Yes, it is.
It's not 100% correct. Anywho.
It's a good line of BS, though. I like it.
It is a good line of BS. I mentioned this to one person today. Oh, crap. Now I have to find it. Don't even... Peak's yours. No, you cannot sign up for it today. No, you cannot get your name on a list. So don't ask. Cheers.
Hey, there you go, boys.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers. Prost. Hey, quick question.
Yeah.
When you walked away, I'm a good sportsman, but what happens if somebody would tell him that he's still up when he slapped on the wall to get his first win?
All right. So this is what's coming up. Just got done with this flyer today. This is KO 10 ball 1.0. All right. So there's going to be 8 ball and 10 ball. So this is going to be the exact same format. Everything is going to be identical to what you are watching right now. This flyer is going to get posted in roughly about 2 weeks. And then I believe I'm going to have the sign-up start on September 1st, so a month from now. There's a lot of other things that have to get done before this tournament.
Yeah, we got 3 or 4 of them running at the moment.
Yeah, just to give everybody an idea, we've got this one running, which is 32 players. We've got 1.4, which we're down to the semifinals. We have Scotch doubles. The finals has to be played yet. And 2.1, which is the 625 and under. Old format, or not this format. So that one has to be finished yet. So anyway, watch for it, because I promise you, this 10 ball Ultimate KO is going to fill very fast.
With or without a 50-point spread? Because I'm sure somebody will ask.
It will be with a 50-point spread. Yes, it's going to. Everything is going to be identical as to what we're watching right now.
Just clarifying.
Yep.
Go tell them dorks to get their beer off my pool table. Yeah, that's right. Jack him up. Jack him up. All right. Now that we're done yelling at people for putting their beers on the tables, we'll get back to it.
Literally put a full bottle of beer on the table. Oh. All right. Scratch in the side. That is one of the rules of the UPL 8-ball. The cue ball is in the kitchen behind the head string, but Koui can shoot any ball on the table, even if it is in the kitchen. Now,
how's that for a goofy rule?
Had the cue ball gone off the table,
you gonna let him shoot it from here?
Yep, I have to. He knew it as soon as I went out there.
Yep. It's like, oh, crap, I forgot about that
Yeah,
rule.
he put his head in his hands. He's like, There's some days I just hate being a referee.
Right?
You know, it's just an honest mistake, but you got to go by the rules.
Ooh. That's an unfortunate 9-ball not dropping. Naughty 9-ball.
Tom Lemire and his 4 feet of fury. Son of a... I think I'm going to have Onboard Sportswear design me a referee's shirt.
Right?
I think we should block Roger and Heather, whether she's your wife or not.
Right? Ooh, misses the side pocket.
Actually, Sean Carpenter, my opinion, rotation, whether it be 8-ball or 9-ball or 10-ball, always goes faster than 8-ball. There's no, you know, 8-ball, everybody sees a different pattern. Everybody sees you're running 8 balls with 15 on the table, right? And you're weaving in and out of traffic. With rotation, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know, it.
Ooh, nice try.
I think if we extend it to like 40-minute matches or anything like that, yeah, no. If it was 9-ball, dear Lord, we could do 15-minute matches. Probably still get in 7 games.
Yep.
8 games. Yeah, maybe not quite that much.
Ooh. Little jabby on that one.
Yeah, that's the one thing I like about 10-ball too. What Pete Best to say, because there is no. That's why I won't ever do a. Well, I shouldn't say never, but it's not in the plans to do an ultimate KO 9-ball, just because of the slop factor. I mean, we could make it 9-ball, no slop, but then I don't know if anybody would play.
Right.
Good shot. That's a really good shot.
Very nice shot. Yep.
All right, Koui with an opportunity to strike first in set number 2. Oh, boy. He would have liked to have gotten a little bit closer to that 8-ball,
Yeah,
I think.
I'm surprised he didn't come up table a little bit.
Nice shot.
Very nice shot.
That was well played. I'll tell you what, when you lose the first set and you're faced with that long 8-ball to win the first game,
It's not an easy shot.
yeah, that's huge. Mike Masevich, 9-ball with no slop is just 10-ball.
I think
Did you fall and hit your head? See, there's 9. You see if I can describe. This is Michael. This is 9, right? Here's 9, right? It is not the same as 10. There's a big difference.
There's an extra ball.
There's an extra ball.
+1.
Love you, buddy. All right, Koui up 1-0 and breaking and coming up dry.
Yeah, they're both been coming up dry.
They're both hitting the hell out of them.
Yep.
Adam actually has a good point because if you think about it,
Right. It could turn into speed
Yeah.
pool
Well,
even before the 6-ball shootout.
you friggin' ride the 9 on every shot.
Yep.
You know, just pound everything and hope the 9 goes in. Now that's pool.
Right. All offensive. Ride that 9 every time you get a shot. You could almost do that in this. If you wanted to get crazy.
I think we still have to keep pool somewhat civil.
Right? We can see the 10. Very nice.
Woo! Just barely spun it in there.
Now, trick is getting a shot on the 9-ball. I think it goes past the 3 in the side.
I got a kick out of Adam Granatella's comment the other day. I don't know if you've seen that with the new chairs in the booth. Chris?
No.
Yeah, did those new chairs come with instant replay?
No.
No.
They might today now that, like I say, things are much calmer for us.
Friggin' Trevor Simpson. Jerk. It's his fault.
Right? It's always Trevor's fault. Ooh, and past that 9-ball.
Yeah, and if that 9 goes past the 3, this
He's
the rest
all
of
right.
this should be runnable. Let's find out. Oh, sure looks like it. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
And then he decided to put himself behind the 8-ball. I'm not sure why.
He felt like kicking. Ride that 12-ball.
Why not?
Hope it goes in a pocket somewhere.
Good hit. Big game if Koui can now get out.
Yep.
And that is the biggest problem solved right there, was getting on that 4. Good pattern here.
Yep, I like it.
3-2-6-8
For a 2-1, 2-0 lead.
No, I don't think so, Justin.
It's a little too early for time management yet.
Way too early in the match yet. It's still only... I don't think I would have liked to have left myself on the rail, though. There's too many things that can happen in 20 minutes.
Yep. Now, if he can win the next game and have like a 3-0 lead, then you can start milking out that clock.
Good out.
Very nice out.
All right, 2-0. I think these guys are finding a rhythm.
Yep.
Nerves have settled down a smidge.
You know, because like let's say Dan breaks here and gets a nice open break and runs out in 3 minutes. There's a lot of time on the clock to make up another game and tie it back up at 2-2 with 15 minutes left. Yeah.
So his name is David Medlin, and he is the owner of DKM Carpentry LLC. They are a small family-owned business located in Jackson, Wisconsin, serving communities in Washington, Ozaukee, Waukesha, Dodge, and Milwaukee counties. With over 2 decades of carpentry experience, they are able to serve their customers with outstanding quality work at a fair and affordable price. Their services include, but are not limited to, rough carpentry, finished carpentry, full interior remodels, siding, windows, doors, replacements, kitchen and bathroom remodels, basement finishes, staircases, railings, decks, additions, sheds, garages, fences, and so much more. What else is there, David? I think you just rattled off everything.
I need a chimney cap.
They offer free in-home consultations and formal estimates with zero obligations from you. Their goal is to always exceed their clients' expectations in every aspect, guaranteed. Scratch on the brake. All right, let's see if Koui stays behind the kitchen this time. There it is. Give them a call today to see how they can help improve the look, efficiency, and value of your property, inside or out. One thing I really like about this format, even though, so if you're, let's say, for example, you're playing a long race to 7, 8, 9, somewhere around there. All right. You can afford in the beginning to maybe give one away, or, you know, things could happen, right?
Right.
Here, you have to keep the pedal to the metal in all games, because if Koui all of a sudden, you know, relaxes on this game and doesn't, now all of a sudden it's 2-1, and anything can happen on the clock, you know? So there's so many variables to this where, the time clock, you can use it to your advantage. Or, use it to
Yep.
your opponent's disadvantage. I think if he can pocket this 13 ball, this is going to be a quick rack.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Ooh, commentator's curse.
just a bit outside.
Nice lineup on the 12, too.
Yep.
Because I'm sure he's probably looking at the 12, 9, 8. It's all right. Dan needs this. 3-1 would be hard to overcome. Evening, Randy.
Randy Parlick, what's going on? Randy, when you get an opportunity, check your messages on WhatsApp. We've been trying to get a hold of you.
Your car warranty's up.
Yes. We've been trying to find you. Are you paying too much for your car insurance?
We can help. We
I
know
can-
somebody.
I can rob you blind. You betcha, David.
I would almost take the 5 here, come around 3 rails.
I don't like that.
I mean, you could bump the 13 and hook yourself, but I'm surprised you didn't just follow the 6 up and then take the 4 up in the Vincent pocket and then 5 in the side, 8 in the corner. Now Dan's in trouble.
Thank you for the sponsorship, by the way, David. I don't think he's in that much trouble just yet because of where the 8 ball is. I think he's got to play the 13, 12, and then bank the 8. That's how I would play this because that angle to the side pocket is brutal. I think I would actually, being up 2-0, I'd take on this bank on the 8. Yes, Randy, that does help.
Roger's so loving all the time. No, they cannot hear us commentating.
Dear God, Raymond, that would be the absolute worst. But good question. No, they cannot hear us.
Ooh, nice try on the bank. Right, Dan needs to get out. Keep this match close. We're about to hit the halfway mark. He goes down 3-0. It could get hard to catch back up.
So I think the easy way to this 5 ball would be just float forward and play the 5 in the side. Just as long as you don't catch it on the way through. There you go. Or all the way down. That's even better yet.
Yep.
Because now it's just a stop shot.
Now it'll line you right up for the 8. Yep. It's got the right angle to get the perfect angle on the 8.
Raymond, I'll give you an idea. As soon as Dan shoots this shot, here's what it looks like at the varsity club.
Yeah, it's kind of busy tonight.
So the booth there on the right, you can see Chris and I waving. All right. That's why it didn't take me very long to get to the table.
Yeah, it's literally 5 feet from us.
Yeah, it's literally opening this door right over here, so it's not too tough. We can see everything that's going on.
We know all that happens on our stream table.
How you doing? You're welcome, Raymond. How you doing, Jeff Sedell? Good evening. What is this? Hey.
I don't know.
Can I ask you a question?
No.
You could try.
To play
I guess you
Is that
didn't
your
believe-
brother?
I guess you didn't believe me when I told him that Sunday.
Raymond Jacobs, where are you? Just out of curiosity, where are you tuning in from? Couple of different reasons. I've never seen your name in the group chat before, so welcome very much. I hope you're already a subscriber.
Like and share.
Yep. Share it with all your friends, your fellow pool players, your grandma,
Grandpa,
whoever.
ex-girlfriend.
Doesn't matter. Sign up your dog for a Google account. But
Right.
anyway, the reason I ask is because we've got viewers all across the world and subscribers all across the world. So, welcome. We've
Yeah.
got a few that are regulars here. So,
The Netherlands. Nice.
are you serious?
That's what he's claiming.
Wow. That's fantastic.
Mom says hi. Tell Mom to subscribe and like.
Well, thanks for tuning in with us, Raymond. Much appreciated. It's great to see the Netherlands here. This is content that you're probably not going to see or hear on any other channel that's pool related.
Amen to that.
Outer Points production is
unique.
We are unique. There's no doubt about it. Kyle, Vertel, and Roger, shut your trap. Don't say a word.
Ooh, let me band him quick.
And say hello to your mom as well. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Thanks for watching.
All right. Dumper with the shape on the 4, I think, that he was looking for. Not sure how he's going to get on this 2 ball, though. I think he's going to have to play the 4 and come behind the 9 and possibly play it in the same pocket.
Yep, that's what I was thinking.
And
I think he's thinking the same thing.
Did
Nope,
exactly that.
No.
He might be okay. This is close.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see it or not. He's got it in the side if he can see it. Float it over for the 7.
Wow. Raymond, how's the warranty on your car right now?
Oh, nice shot. Uh-oh.
I don't think he's going to get a shot on that 7 ball, though. Yeah, like I've been able to stop any of you from speaking anyway.
Oh, there we go. Look at that.
What? What?
There's a fluke shot. A little bit of a prayer and a hope. That was awesome. But now what's he going to do with the 8 ball? 15's in the way. I don't know if the 14's in the way. No, he could probably cross bank it. Well, he's trying to call it all the way up. Oh, he called it in the side.
Oh. That was so close.
Right?
Look at Mike Masevich calling out Raymond. I'm glad that's Mike Masevich, not either one of us.
Right?
You can get your ass whooped, Mike.
See, Todd's defending him just because he says he's there doesn't mean he was born there, right? He could have moved there for his job. Nice little cut.
Yeah, he didn't say he was born and raised in the Netherlands. He said he lives there.
Nice shot.
I'm not a big fan of the lead, though.
No, the leaves got a little but
On the rail with the 14 ball. It's the only one he can shoot at, really.
yeah, 14 or the 10, either one's tricky.
Now he
Nice.
has to get on the... Oh, this is like a really good angle to get on that 15.
Yep. Yeah, he's just a hair bit behind it, so this is a good angle.
Now,
Just a
Justin
hair bit-
Ellingson, you were talking about before. If Koui can get out this rack...
Never mind. Commentator's curse. You need to float down a little farther for the 15 anyways.
Whee!
Getting a little cold over there?
My outer points are getting a little stiff.
Nice. 2-2. We have a match.
This is the easiest scoreboard I've ever operated.
You're welcome. Glad I could help.
I have to do a damn thing. Let's see if Dan gets this rack right.
Hippie says he's going to mute us. I love it.
Go ahead. We'll put on mute and listen. What?
He's been
How
drinking.
the hell does that work?
That's my story. I'm sticking with it.
We'll put on
Ooh, he
mute
made a
and
ball.
listen.
There we go. I kind of like stripes.
HBB, didn't your mama ever tell you that if you're not going to bring enough for everybody, share? You shouldn't be allowed to have any yourself.
Right?
Come to a party just with your own stuff, man. Not cool. Well, this has been quite the turn of events in the last
7 minutes or so.
Yeah. Koui up 2-0. Oh, big overcut. And now he's fighting for his match life. He's got 7 minutes. Well, if they tie, obviously.
Right, the tie, we go to a third set.
Right. But if Koui loses this, all of a sudden
he's done.
He's done.
Yep. Ooh, helping out Dan. Trick for him is to get on that 2-ball. Oh. Trick for him is to have a shot at all.
I think he's
4
got
on the side.
I think he's got the 4 on the side.
Yep.
Oh, and he's got the 7.
Oh, I thought the 10 was in his way. Stupid camera view.
Oh, it was. That's why he tried it all the way down. Well, if Dan can pull this one out, that'd be 3 games in a row. And then Koui has to win the next game, or
Yep.
this is a very early night. Dave Gillette tuning in from Brave Billiards out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin.
Welcome, welcome.
We're going to talk about him next. Give it time, HBB. I've never played APA. Have you?
No.
I'm
I
not
know they
even
have
familiar
this-
how it works.
Well, I've read some of the rules and that. I know they're kind of the same thing. Full slop. Just have to call your 8-ball. But that's about all I know about APA. And they don't use Fargo. They use kind of like the UPL, a 4, 5, 6, 7, or whatever for
Right.
their ranking. Beyond that, that's all I know.
If I was Dan,
I
I would
like
be
what he's
burning
doing, yep.
every second off of this
he
clock
seems
that
to be
he
slowing
can.
down and taking his time. Yep, running that clock out a little bit. If he gets the perfect leave on the 10, I would pull your extension. Milk out that time match clock. Protect that game lead.
This is a really good angle to go forward and run right into the 2-ball and use it as a stopper. This is a huge shot for Dan right now.
Yep, he's got to get a leave on the 2.
This is where it's painful as your opponent, because all you can do is sit in your chair and
watch that clock go down.
This is why every game is so important. Because now there's going to be 2 minutes left, 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in this match for Koui to come back and he has to win the game.
Yep, he's got to tie it. Minimum.
Yep, that's huge. All right, just talking about him. Dave Gillette, him and his brother Brad of Brave Billiards LLC, based in Sheboygan, Wisconsin, was founded by Brad and Dave. Well, no kidding. That's weird. Two passionate billiards enthusiasts who saw a need for better designed accessories that met their strict standards. The V3 magnetic chalk system is a quad magnet design for enhanced holding power and is fully customizable. They are fully committed to craftsmanship, functionality, and exceptional customer service. Let me show you what mine looks like.
It's pretty.
It's awesome. It'll clip anywhere that you want. You design it yourself. They'll throw it together and put a nice little package together with a matching chalk holder, and it fits every kind of chalk you could think of, from the Predator to Teom to the Pagulayan chalk. Of course, Master, any of the other chalks as well.
Still waiting for you to clip it on your ear.
Sometime I will. Any color and design, go check them out over at brave-billiards.com. All right. Ball must go in. And, oh, this is a big decision right here. Does he take stripes with a very difficult shot first, or take solids which are easier to run besides the 7 ball? Oh, boy. I think Koui is in some trouble here. Wow, what a great shot. What a fabulous shot. But here's what Dan can do.
Dan can take his extension, milk out 30 seconds. Which I think he's going to do.
Oh, I definitely would.
Yep. Stand there, run her down to the 5-second mark.
Yep, this is going to end up costing Koui the match.
Yeah, Koui's going to have about 29 seconds to win this game. Because Dan could almost even afford to just foul out.
Yeah, it's not going to hurt him.
Just give him ball in hand.
And got a hit. Oh, boy. I want to see him run it out. I want to see him run it out.
That would be awesome. Yep.
Something going. Oh,
not the cue ball. That sucks.
All right, folks, that's going to wrap it up tonight. This is actually the first match that ended in two
sets.
Yeah, 2 sets
this
right away.
This is the first time we haven't gone to the third set.
You know, and it's we were talking about it before with Koui being up 2-0 and how important every single game is. You know, you can't let just even one of those games slip away, because look at what ended up happening.
Yep.
You know, one game the other direction, and all of a sudden they're playing a third set. So huge difference. But anyway, congratulations to Dumper Dan. He is moving on to round number 2. Greatly appreciated as well to Koui Syviengchan. Man, I have such a hard time pronouncing his name. Anywho, thank you very much for playing, and as well as everybody else being here tonight. Greatly appreciated. Thank you to all the sponsors.
Yep. Thank you all the sponsors, all the viewers, the players. Been a lot of fun.
Tomorrow night, there is nothing going on. I'm going to let that.
Oh, and you know what else is great about tonight? The TV didn't glitch out.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, except for in the very beginning, but since you reset it at the very beginning, the TV didn't glitch out tonight.
Not
Woo-hoo!
once. Not once. Good stuff. All right, so let me pull up tomorrow night's. Not tomorrow, sorry.
Thursday is the next one, right?
Thursday is the next one, and it is going to be the Ultimate KO. If I can find it. I have no idea who's playing, so it's going to be really hard for me to find. Watch for it on Facebook tomorrow. All right. With that being said, as always, Enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a very pleasant Wednesday, and we'll see you Thursday at 7 o'clock.
Good night,
Thanks,
all.
everybody.